Hey everyone, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Crusader Kings 3. Here today on the channel, we're going to be starting a brand new campaign series as Aegon Greyjoy. We're going to be kicking things off into 82 AC in the Robert's Rebellion scenario. We're going to be playing as the Greyjoys. We're going to declare our independence, and I haven't decided who we're going to support yet. Either the Targaryens or the Baratheons, does not matter, as the Sea Stone Chair will be free and independent. So Rhaegar Targaryen, heir to the Iron Throne, has kidnapped Lyanna Stark, daughter of the Warden of the North, and betrothed to the Lord Paramount of the Stormlands. When her brother Brandon rode south demanding redress for her abduction, the Mad King Aerys denied and ended him, along with his father. But when the Mad King called for the imprisonment of the young Lords Eddard Stark and Robert Baratheon, Lord Jon Arryn of the Vale instead raised his banners in rebellion. As the fight the Kraken in winter, Lord Quellen of the Iron Islands is Lord Paramount at 57, the father of Balon, Euron, and Victarion. These boys will be the death of me, while the Greenlanders, which are those on the main island of Westeros, tear each other apart over their iron chair. We Iron Men are in turmoil. My sons harangue me to join the fight against the dragon, salivating at my ailing health. They know my next voyage is likely to be my final, and yet not one of them is fit to follow me. I must suffer Balon's incessant bemoaning of the loss of the old way, Victarion's lack of compassion, and Euron's preservation of ambition, which I dare not detail, lest I will such degeneracy into fruition. Okay. My wife Alice of House Piper is my lone comfort. Young Robin in her arms, the bridge between our two worlds, born of old and feeble seed. Now as I stare at my own mortal face, my legacy shall be ripped apart by my own whelps. A brood of crows to squabble over a carrier. So we've got a couple of options here. Let us see if the stag can gore so we can ruminate on the upcoming war. A drastic time, a drastic action. We can convert to the faith of the Seven. No, we will stay with the drowned god. The old Kraken will ruminate. Okay, well, let's hopefully set up a successful campaign. Let's go through some of the early campaign management. So we're playing as Lord Aegon Greyjoy, who's 57. He is stubborn, diligent, patient, authoritative. He's a skilled tactician in martial. He's a pretty decent strategist. He's a reaver because he's of Ironborn blood. He's quick, he's hale, he's infirm, he's a trained fighter. So House Greyjoy at this period is quite large, the family tree. So we've got Aegon and his sons through his two wives. So unfortunately, Harlan, Quentin and Donald are no more. Balon is 25 and is brave, ambitious, rude and stubborn himself. He's married to a woman of House Harlaw, Aenys, that's where our alliance is. Aegon is actually married to a piper. The previous woman was of House Sunderly. Balon has 4 children. Roderick, who's 10. Marin, Asher Greyjoy. So, Yara in the show. They changed it because Osha and Usher were too closely named. And then we have young Theon Greyjoy. Hopefully in this alternative timeline he doesn't go to the Starks and be a warden. Euron is 24. The Kraken with one eye. Maybe he will get his own Valyrian steel armor. He'll have his own cool ship. Hopefully he doesn't just piss off and leave to a Shire or the East. We've got Victarion Greyjoy, who they cut. Euron, who's 13. I believe he passed away. Did he die in the Lannister incursion? I can't remember. We've got Euron Damphair. And we've also got young Robin as well. So, one is only from the Piper marriage. The rest is from the Sunderly line. I really do love how the Greyjoy is essentially just the the Viking faction in this game. So the Iron Islands is a collection of islands. We rule from Pike. House Goodbrother is a really cool house. We've also got House Harlaw as well. Siegfried, I'm assuming he still has his Valyrian steel sword. They also added in the High Lordship of the Lonely Light down here. So let's have a look through his items. Do we have anything? No, maybe we need to steal some. So Legend Chronicle we can't change. We are of the Ironborn culture, so raiding. We worship the drowned god. It's time to choose a lifestyle with Lord Quellen. He's 57, so there's not really too much we can do, I'm afraid. He's mostly in martial, so is it worth changing? Maybe we can get it up. That'll rise to 17, so we'll go with the strategic focus. Alright, current situations, we need more captains. Our children lack guardians. Euron can go with our cousin Roderick. And my third born son can go with, who have we got? Dagon. Yeah, maybe. We'll just go with Dagon Greyjoy. Okay, so Euron can marry. He's 5th in line. I think we'll go through and try and marry some of these sons off. So we've got Leia Hightower. Maybe marrying Euron the Crow's Eye to her. Having the power of Old Town. It might entice Euron to be loyal. Catelyn Bracken as well. Ashara Dane. There's a Frey as well. A good brother. Massies. So just sort of seeing Blackwoods. One Lannister. Okay, so there are some high-ranking females. We've also got a bunch of male heirs as well. So Balon's children, Roderick, Maron, Asher, and Theon. So Roderick is currently, I believe he's under the tutelage of Siegfried Hardlaw. So let's invite him back to court. Same with Maron, Asher, and Theon. Is that because their mother is a Harlaw? Yeah, Aenys. Because Balon's wife is of House Harlaw. Interesting, okay. But Euron, Victarion, Urigan, Aeron, and Robin still need to be married off. Okay. Realm-wise, we're fine. Military as well. Council, Lady Alice is our Lady Paramount of House Piper. Roderick is currently our Hand. I think we'll keep him. Lord Gilbert of the Lonely Light. We could probably look to get someone so much better. Lord Walton of Ironholt. We can fire him. So let's bring him in 21. Okay, so we've even got a really bad steward here as well. He's quite old at 23 though. Lord Eric. Let's bring him in. Dagmar Cleftjaw. Oh, I forgot about old Dagmar. His casting in the Game of Thrones show was really quite good. I might leave good old Dagmar. I could raise to nobility, maybe. I quite like him as a character. He's really good. The Reaver. Brave. Ambitious. Holy warrior. Yeah, he actually is a Reaver. Maybe we can marry, Dagmar. I was going to say to Asha, but she's too high for him. I don't want to piss him off. He's a good pirate. Alright, Siegfried is fine. So this is... oh, my father-in-law. Victarion is the captain of the Iron Fleet. The thrice drowned. Oh my god. He well and truly is favoured by the drowned god. Okay. So decisions, we can declare our independence. We might just wait to see how the war goes. Will it be the stag or the dragon we'll need to ultimately betray? And there's not really too much down here. We can develop Pike maybe more. So maybe we look to do that. And here is our royal court. Here is the sea stone chair. Very squid-like. It will be the Greyjoy's throne. But here it is, nice and dark here. Let's try and decorate it a bit. Let's bring the banner of House Greyjoy overlooking. What else have we got? The dynasty banner. The Sea Stone Chair. The mysterious throne of the Iron Islands. The Sea Stone Chair is made of oily black stone and is constructed and history are long lost to the annals. Look at this. I love the Sea Stone Chair. It's so cool. So we'll just wait one day and then hopefully allow the Harlaws to come back. So right. So he's not here yet. Yep, now he's here, Roderick. Alright, we're going to go through and marry off a bunch of our family members and see who we can find candidates for them. Okay, I've just gone through and shortlisted a bunch of potential princesses and wives for our family tree. So Roderick, third in line, he needs to get a good princess. Now, ideally, I'd like to marry him to Ashara Dane, but it doesn't seem likely. We might have a better chance with, for example, Euron. So let's have a quick look to double check. And Roderick is 10. Yeah, so they're not going to accept, unfortunately. However, they will accept the betrothal of Euron the Crow's Eye. So we'll send that off, marry the Crow's Eye to the beloved Ashara of House Dane. So let's marry him off. So Roderick Greyjoy has two options. Piera Arryn of the cadet branch of House Arryn of the Port. And then we've got Tora Lannister here, son of Landon. We could allow the Kraken and the Lion to mingle, and then that could probably give us a claim on some of that coastal Westerland territory. And then hopefully this time around Balon's sons don't all get killed, but maybe we want to try and claim some of the North and the Westerlands in this campaign. We'll see. So let's get good old Roderick married off. Let's go back to Balon's children. Maron as well. We'll marry him to the Arryn girl. Let's continue on. So Asha will leave. Theon is only 3 though. Goodwin is 16. There's still a bit of an age difference. So we might be better off to marry her to someone else. Asha will leave as well. So we've got Victarion, who's married off to Wyla, a lowborn woman. Okay. So we've got Uragon. We'll marry her to Leia Hightower. That should be a really good match. Euron Dampere. We could get him to, well, not be a servant of the drowned god. And in this alternative timeline, he could marry Gawain Goodbrother. Or Gawain. Yeah, let's do that. And then Robin has only just been born as well. So that's a lot of our line married off. And then we'll see how those proposers do. So Beric of House Dane has accepted. The Lord of Goodbrother, or Hardstone Hills, of House Goodbrother has accepted. The Lannisters have accepted as well. Same with the Hightowers. And it looks like now we've got an alliance with the Lord of Hightower of House Dane and House Goodbrother, and then Harlaw as well. Nice. So we're in a really good position now, politically. I just thought I'd extend the family tree slightly. So I do have a cousin, Roderick Greyjoy. He's 55. He does have a son, Quentin Greyjoy. So maybe we try and find... Oh, wait. No, let's not go to Targaryen. Who's a good candidate for him? Okay, so we've got a decision to make. Do we wait until an event pops up to declare our independence, or should we straight up declare our independence? At the moment, it does look like the Targaryens are slightly losing this war. We can't see overall. It's only been 27 days. The Starks, the Arryns, the Baratheons are up against the Tyrells, the Martells, and the Targaryens. We could straight up declare war, have our own war of independence. We could maybe go after the Lannisters. But maybe we just bide our time and wait and see if an opportunity happens. Okay, here we go. Oh! So this is a development. My son Balon approaches me. Greetings, father. Word has reached us from the Greenlanders of a major happening in the war. The warrior who would be king, Lord Robert Baratheon, has slain the dragon Rhaegar, at the Battle of Keir, near the Trident, caving in the last hope of the Targaryen dynasty. Now is the time for us to curry favor with this new king and find pretense to score the Greenlands. The Ironborn will rise again. So King Aerys loses 40 opinion. We can now support Robert Baratheon. I care not who wins the Greenlanders War. I think we should declare our independence through our decision tree. So you will become a fully independent realm, or you will be considered a rebel against your liege. So let's declare our independence. I will declare independence from King Aerys. However, he might not like my secession from the realm and attempt to bring me back into the realm by force. Some of my vassals may question their loyalties as well. The time has come. The Greyjoy uprising. With the Iron Throne in chaos, Quellan of the Iron Islands has renounced his fealty to King Aerys and has risen in rebellion. Lord Quellan, the Iron Islands are mine by right. I will not give them up without a fight. Then war it is. Let's raise the banners. And it does seem like the majority of the Iron Islands will come with me. I believe the Lordship of Greyjoy might not. Oh, it actually looks like we might be at war with them. Okay. The Lord of Spike. So, it looks like the Danes and the Hightowers are gonna side with us. And then, obviously, the Baratheons are fighting them. So let's raise our banners. Let's proclaim a mighty kingdom. The might of the Iron Islands has grown ever stronger. And now the time has come to codify that strength. A strength to withstand the ages and arise above all others. From this day, this new mighty kingdom will stand alone. All shall know of the Iron Islands. A new kingdom has been formed. King Quellan of the Sea Stone Chair. Alright, let's continue on. In our War of Independence, Leighton Hightower is going to arrive along with 12 other allies. We have nearly 70,000. We'll assemble the Ironborn fleet. 6,000 Hightowers have just rocked up. The Danes are here. Oh, what? Invalid? The Independence War is no longer valid. Oh no, is this stuffed up then? Hang on. So, Aerys Targaryen has been imprisoned by Robert Baratheon. Rhaegar died to Robert and his hammer. Succession of the Iron Throne. Alright, so Robert Baratheon has taken the Iron Throne from Aerys and proclaimed himself King of the Seven Kingdoms, ending a 300-year Targaryen dynasty. Absolute Chad Bobby B. Okay, so will he allow us Greyjoys to essentially be independent? Okay, so Quellan is still technically king. Some of the lords haven't sworn fealty just yet, same with the Lannisters. But King Robert Baratheon sits on the Iron Throne. Lyanna Stark, his princess. So in this alternative timeline, Cersei doesn't sit the Iron Throne with Robert. Interesting. Alright, so is there an opportunity here to attack the Lannisters? Invade the kingdom. So we haven't got the prestige just yet. So let's wait to get 900. We might be able to get a claim with Tora. But I suppose we continue to see how Quellan's reign goes. So King Robert, Bobby B, 21. How are the other lords? So Jon has been blinded in the war. Hoster sits the Riverlands seat. Tywin, Mace. Stannis rules Storm's End. Married a wild woman of House Wild. Doran and Ned sits the Northern Winterfell seat. So King Quellan. So Quellan is still king of the Iron Islands. He now has the crown. So I guess we play out his rule. So I suppose we see if anyone decides to rebel and declare their own independence, as the Iron Islands is now a kingdom again. Alright, so... King Quellan is 59. We just caught the perfect time in rebelling against the Targaryens, because ultimately they were captured. So we're going to hold court for the first time as King of the Iron Islands. So a villager comes forward. He wishes to ask for funds to rebuild the village in Pike. Sure. Sigrin, have some gold. Alright, there's a monster in Lord's Port. A peasant has come forward. Rognar. Take this money, Rognar, and hunt the beast yourself. We lose 25 gold. And unfortunately the beast took him. Victaria, who is 6, daughter of Iskrid, or family member. This girl has nowhere to go to. Yeah. We could adopt her into it being a Greyjoy. Interesting. Could be a daughter of Victarion. I don't think so. Alright, my hands are full, but I'm sure someone here at court can be her ward. A Harlaw, potentially. Alright. Oh, nice. They've had another son with Queen Alice of House Piper. His name will be Torwald. So Prince Uragon is about to marry the Hightower lady. That's gone through. He's of age now, which is nice. Okay, so we have too few of these. So let's bring in Jane, and let's search for another wet nurse as well. Let's get some more salt wives if we can. That would be ideal. So we're still king. I feel like we're in some weird legal ambiguity. 26 Yara, or sorry, I think we go with Yara. She has some better traits to get some illegitimate children. Yeah, so we declared our independence against Ares. He's died, but now Bobby B, who we didn't launch the claim against, is now on the Iron Throne. Looks like we've had another grandchild, though. And we'll bring in Yara as well as one of our salt wives. We can get another one as well. So, the more Greyjoy children, more Reavers, more Ironborn, the better. There's no more decisions here to do, either. He's wearing a northern drip, though. So, I just wanted to quickly look at the Targaryens. So... Rhaenys and Aegon, Rhaegar's children, are alive. They've been betrothed. And Viserys and Daenerys have been betrothed still as well. Rhaella. So they sit at Dragonstone. So Bobby B's let them alive. I was trying to see if the Greyjoys could marry into them. Okay. Uragon has had a daughter quite quickly with the Hightower. Oh, nice. Euron's had his firstborn child, Grisella, with Ashara Dane, who's 24. So the... cool. Alright, we need a new spy master, so let's bring in Euron. So, we will look to maybe marry into the Targaryen dynasty. I think that would be quite cool. Make an alliance between the Kraken and the Dragon. All beware when they wed. Roderick can be married off. Okay, so let's go with more and do this. Get this going. We'll make Yara a salt wife for Quellan. Okay, we've had another daughter. Shiera Greyjoy. Nice. Rognar Greyjoy, son of Aerion and the good brother girl, Gwyn. Okay, so my son can officially be married off. So Roderick will be marrying a Lannister of the Lannisters of Lannisport. So hopefully we might be able to get a claim through there. But we're just building up the Greyjoy dynasty. Dagmar Cleftjaw unfortunately has died of an illness, which is a shame. I wanted to maybe give him some nobility. Okay, so let's have this little fleeting thing with Yara, and we've gained that trait. And let's try and persuade Jane as well. She's 31. I think leaving her a letter is a shrewd and secretive play. Okay, let's continue to get some more salt wives. So, Dorcas, who's 30, Westerlander, Faith of the Seven. Let's try and bring her in. As the Drowned God allows multiple salt wives, we're going to do it. Same with the Targs, they can have multiple wives. So let's do that and continue on, building his dynasty. So Marin Greyjoy, my grandson, can get married off. I found a daughter of White Harbour of House Manderley. It's Willis's sister. Wyman is passed away, unfortunately. Marlon is still about. Okay, so I've had a daughter with one of my salt wives. Yara. No. Mira. Let's go through a different name. That's a cool name. Maybe just go with Jane Greyjoy so it's easier to pronounce. Okay, so my son has had a child. Leviathan. Alright, out on my ship. Should we get the harpoons? It behooves a king to spend time at sea. Let's do it. Ah, the beast escaped. Quellon Greyjoy threw the harpoon and missed. Alright, well, I think it's time to do some wars. We're in a strong enough position. For some reason I can't just like claim the Westerlands, which is annoying, and try and push for it. I don't have anyone to push its claim without going to war with Bobby B. So now that Quellon is getting into his elder age, we've built up the treasury, we've built up our prestige, and we've gone through and made an abundance of political alliances around Westeros. I think we can start raiding. Let's continue to like River Run. Now, this is really going to test our relations. Once you start raiding, it's going to drop quite a bit. Oh no! A fallen son, Euron, has died to Sir Desmond Grell. No! This is another thing as well. Once we start raiding, we might lose sons in this war party. So, just fighting the Tullys here. More children of my dynasty growing. Nice. So we've raided the Westerland coast. So now that Balon is... Not Balon. Quellon. Balon hasn't become king just yet. Quellon is still lasting quite a bit. Oh, here come the Tullys. Oh, we might lose this one. Damn it. But we're just going to start raiding and then bringing the treasure back to Pike. This is going to tank our relations around Westeros, but so be it. Quellon is probably going to nearly die of old age soon anyway. So, some of the diplomatic relations will reset when Balon becomes king. Nice. Capturing Malisters here. Alright, let's raid Seaguard, and we're just going to go full Viking pillaging now across Westeros. Alright, let's move back to Pike after a fair few decent victories. And we've delivered the loot. So, Quellon's family tree is growing. Unfortunately, Euron died in the Riverlands, getting taken out, which is disappointing, but we've still got heaps of children. Asher, a couple of these others need to get married off. Okay, so we managed to capture a Beesbury. Interesting. So I didn't realize this, that we can take these Westerosi Greenlanders from the raids as salt wives. So maybe we do that. Huh. Because this could allow us to get claims on other kingdoms. So we went around and did marriage alliances, trying to keep amicable relations. And now Quellon is now nearly 70. He's going to be done soon. We're just going to go full raiding. So this Beesbury was married to a Frey. Interesting. Alright, so we've got a new salt wife. Alright, so it looks like House Florent has managed to become Lord Paramount of the Reach. Doran still down there. The Tyrells still have the Lordship of Highgarden, but I guess in a power vacuum after Mace died. He's 32. It looks like Alistair Florent has become the Lord Paramount of the Reach, while Robert Baratheon sits on the Iron Throne. And we actually can marry Asher to him. So if we do have a war with Bobby B, we should be able to bring the Reach in with us. That would be pretty good, actually. So let's marry her to Alistair Florent. But so far, we've also been biding our time for Bobby B to actually attack us. And then maybe the other lords in Westeros would support, well, us against the usurper or oppose him. Okay, so Theon can probably get married off soon. I'm not too sure. Oh, Tyrell here. Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea. Get him all married off. And we've got Euron's kids. And Victarians as well. Alright, so Torwald is going to get married off. And then we've got Jane and still got a couple of others that are a bit younger. King Quellon Greyjoy. He's currently 68 now. Okay, so my prestige is coming up massively, which is what we want. So even if we like straight up war deck the Lannisters, because ideally I'd like to carve out, or maybe just like occupy some of the coastal territory there. We're just not going to be able to do it because we're going against 60,000. Maybe if the Reach comes with us, it just depends. But they are the overlords of them. Yeah, and I can't really support anyone else's claim just yet. So, yeah, I can't. Alright, any other current situations? Yeah, so essentially I don't have enough to just a straight up war deck some of that coastal territory. Like, I'd love to bring in Baneford and a couple of others into the Iron Islands kingdom, essentially. Alright, so, because we've raided the Riverlands recently, I think we'll go north. Let's raid Flint's Finger. Let's raid Barrowtown as we go north for more captives. Okay, moving into the Wolf's Wood. Raiding Deepwood Motte. Oh, the Starks are starting to assemble an army. So let's look to move out. Move to Bear Island and then back. But obviously this is really going to anger most of the lords around Westeros, so I did want to try and leave raiding to when Quellon was a little bit older in his age. Let's move back, and we've secured that prestige in gold to Pike. So we're full on reaving and raiding now. Okay, just going to quickly stop off at the crag. Oh no, Quellon got caught. Damn. Alright, let's arrange this marriage. We need a new hand. Maybe we go with my son. Aegon. Oh, we had a son with the Beesbury girl. Earl Greyjoy. Oh, God. And another one as well. Oh, okay. So Quellon has a massive family tree now. It's actually kind of ridiculous. Oh, my God. The old Krakenus Blade tendrils. And looks like Balon's daughter has had 2 children with the Florent. Alistair Florent as well. Which is pretty good. Alright, let's continue to raid again. This time around, we're going to go on an expedition to Dragonstone. Because House Targaryen is still in the game. And maybe nabbing Rhaenys or Daenerys. Making her one of our salt wives and then pursuing her claim on the Iron Throne could be a play. So we're going to be able to use the Riverland navigable waterways. And we're going to go raid Dragonstone now. It's taking a little bit. Nice. Alright, let's move to High Tide and raid House Velaryon. Look, we're so close to King's Landing. Maybe we just try and do it. We might capture Bobby B. Be able to ransom the king. 7,000 Greyjoys. Ironborn Reavers and Raiders are about to raid the capital of the Seven Kingdoms. We're about to do it too. Leighton Hightower is no more. Oh, that's unfortunate. Because Euron was married to his daughter, wasn't he? We might need to get her remarried actually off. Maybe to one of my Greyjoys, because she's still at that court. Nice. So we've just raided King's Landing. We managed to capture one of King Robert's courtiers. And let's move those loot back to Pike. Nice. For raiding King's Landing, the loot. Alright, I'm going to go down to the Arbor now. It's probably not going to make Lord Alistair too happy raiding the Reach, but so be it. Okay, let's quickly just move back now. And I might disband and just wait for us to replenish and repair a bit. So Quellon is now 73, and it's about time. Bobby B has finally declared war upon the Greyjoys and the Iron Islands. The Greyjoy rebellion is about to happen. Alright, so let's rally the banners. Let's hope the Florents come with us. No, they're not. Great. Why? I feel like there's something in the game settings I need to change, where I should be able to just go after claimants a bit better. And maybe bring them in. Like, we've just been attacked there. The reason why they're not coming is because they're not supporting us and staying with their overlord, but it hasn't popped up. Alright, so the Seven Kingdoms is descending upon the Iron Islands now. I think our best bet is, because we're so outnumbered, to raise the banners and just sit in Pike and allow them to attack us. Okay, they're going after the High Lords. Still waiting now. I'm just waiting for them to attack us amphibiously. Still biding our time. It's been 15 months now, this war. They still haven't taken all of the Harlaw Island just yet. We can't do any demands or anything. Okay, so they're still besieging us. It's been 2 years in this war, but they've yet to take Pike or defeat Quellon, who's now 75. Uh-oh. We're starting to have a plague by the looks of it. Oh no! Maybe it's because the army's sitting around Pike too much. Okay, so spotted fever has broken out. Hopefully this isn't too detrimental to the cause. So my sons are starting to get the fevers. Let's try and do some plague management if we can. Oh no! Ragnar. Or Ragnar. He's now gone. We do have a lot of young children, so we might have some issues here. But yeah, maybe keeping the army in Pike wasn't the play. Romney, no. Well, lucky I've had so many children. Oh no! Kennard. There's been like 3 now. Still just trying to wait in Pike, waiting for them to attack us. Their army has been whittled down a little bit due to siege attrition, but only by like 10,000. Okay, so we can get you married off. Wait, to a Baratheon? Who's this? One of Stannis' sons? Daughters? There's even an Aaron there too. Yeah, well let's... yeah. Get him married off then. We're at war with Robert. I'm surprised Stannis would placate him. Okay, so Alla Greyjoy. Harren Karstark, maybe? She's currently blinded by the spotted fever. Yeah. Okay. So, oh, Quellon has finally passed away at 76, playing this campaign for 19 years. King Quellon of the Iron Islands has abandoned his mortal coil. At 76, he died of old age. Known to be an exceptional strategist, he spent many of his days examining the fields and drilling his troops. King Balon now ascends the throne, having led numerous raids. Balon's name is known and feared across the world. Alright, so he's now 44. Let's have a quick look at our new king, Balon Greyjoy, King of the Iron Islands. Here's his family as well. We do need to appoint the council again. Alright, so let's have a look at the family tree now then. Okay, so it narrows in. So he has a son, Roderick, who's 29, married to Tora Lannister. They haven't had any children? Okay, that's weird. Well, maybe we need to get him to have a divorce. So, let's enforce that. And then we might even try and find someone else. So it's only 30 and we don't really care about her opinion. Okay, that's unfortunate. So let's have a quick look. Oh, Jane Manderley. Oh, she was married. She was betrothed to, yeah, one of my brothers that passed. Okay, well, yeah, we'll marry. Well, she's in our court, so we'll do that. Maron died. Usher is married, or was married to the Florent. She has 3 children with him, and he remarried. Theon is married to a Tyrell. And then there's this expanded family tree. So Euron has some daughters. Probably get her married off. Victarion still has all these children. My brother Aegon lost 2 of his in the plague. Still got that other cousin Greyjoy that still hasn't been married off. He's 10. Oh, Aeron, or Euron Dampere, has lost all his children. No way the one that believed in the drowned god lost all of them. Yikes. And he's betrothed to the Baratheon girl now. And then we've got my other brothers here as well. My younger siblings were gone. So Jane, Gudrun, Romney. Essentially the children of my father's salt wives. Alright, so we can probably look to take some salt wives of our own. Oh my god, Alice the cracked pipe piper. That's my stepmother. Okay. Let's not do that. Let's bring in the Beesbury. Sylvian. Victoria 23. Maybe we bring her in. And then we'll look to maybe grab some more later. I don't know. Yeah. She's a Greenlander. Yeah, so we can't even negotiate these alliances. That's what's really not helped us in this series. Alright, well, I guess we try and go after Bobby B. Oh, now we have military engineer, which is really good. That's a good trait. Okay, so yeah, maybe it's in the settings where we need to be able to call allies in, because that's what's really been annoying in this campaign. We've tried to go through politically alliances, but we haven't been able to call anyone in to basically do a coup and get other lords against Robert, because a united 7 kingdoms, there's not really too much we can do about it. We waited in Pike as well. Hopefully just trying, because if we could get the army whittled down to at least a 2-to-1, that'd be good, but it didn't. So we're just going to go for death and glory here. Enough sitting in Pike. Wait, how did my father have another child? From beyond the grave, okay. Unless we just get like a Hail Mary capturing Robert here. But it looks like the Harlaw Kingdom is no more. And that's it. Balon, unfortunately, has been defeated. We lost the Greyjoy rebellion, ultimately. And Robert has actually kept me alive. He doesn't have any legitimate children with Lyanna Stark, which is interesting. Stannis is currently the primary heir, so maybe people might rebel under Stannis' rule. Alright, well, unfortunately on that note, it's time to wrap up this episode here. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've even watched this House Greyjoy run. I wasn't too sure how it was going to pan out, playing as Quellon Greyjoy, but we've played 20 years since Robert's rebellion, and unfortunately Lord Balon is only a minor lord. Maybe, if you guys would like to see episode 2, we'll try and assemble more of the houses of the 7 kingdoms to rebel against Robert, but everyone seems to be loyal to him. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, all this good YouTube stuff. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. I will see you in the next one for some more CK3 content. Let me know if you want to see more of this Greyjoy playthrough, or maybe we can move on to something else. Alright guys, my name has been Simpzy. Goodbye.